Tonight on The Ronnie Show.
This one guy that I dated in high school, he wants to reconnect with me, and
Yes, there's a very specific reason why we started with that song here today. And it has been hot, but it's also rained a lot too over this last week. And I'm going to tell you all about this past week for me right now. So let's go. Okay, thank you very much. Oh, there we go. Thank you. Okay, well, this week, I didn't think I was going to get much accomplished this week, to be quite honest with you. Besides just filming some YouTube videos, to be quite honest with you. However, it has been a little more productive this week. Because, well, as the title says, and by the way, I just want to mention, before we get more into the discussion, I apologize. Last week, I didn't have our little title down in the bottom left-handed corner of your screen. So, that was my fault. I'll take responsibility for that. But anyway, as I was saying, because when that episode aired on, when was it, Friday, that was kind of the start of it being hot tamales for pretty much 4 days straight, and then raining for the last 3 or so days. So, yeah, that was really, really nice, I guess you could say. Although Saturday, I will say, was the official start of summer, so it kind of made sense that it was going to be the hottest day of all time, and it was. I wasn't expecting to do much of anything on Saturday, just because it was going to be the hottest day out of the couple of days we had of 90-plus degree weather. I think it was going to make it into the triple digits in terms of a high temperature, so I didn't think I was going to do much. I was probably just going to stay inside. So, and I did for a majority of my day, and then my uncle and cousin came over. My grandma just recently bought a new bed, so that's not what they were doing. My grandma she had bought a bed beforehand, decided that she didn't really like it, so she decided to buy a new one. So, another new one. So the first bed in this conversation, that was out in the garage for as long as I can as long as I could say. And then, let's see here. So, they took that bed. I think they took it out to the dump. I don't know why, but, Oh, wait, no. That's not what happened. My cousin was going to sell it. So, that's what that was. Okay. So, yeah, and then my grandma bought a new one. And she didn't really like it that much. So, she then bought another new one. And that just actually got put in today. I don't know what happened with the one she was using, but anyway, I know that's not relevant to this conversation. But anyway, just wanted to give you, I guess, a little backstory behind that. So, yeah, as they were taking that bed out, they said they were going to go down to this one place in downtown. It's kind of like every summer they have this place downtown where they have like a summer concert series type thing, and they bring in like local artists and then kind of like unknowns from across the country, maybe even across the world. And of course it's outdoors, so in fact it was supposed to start at 7, however, because of the hot weather, they had to push it back an hour. So yeah, we were out there and it was a good time. It was kind of a R&B hip-hop type of thing, which I like, don't get me wrong, but the start of it, it was kind of boring. But it got better as the night went on, for sure. So I did that on Saturday night. That was kind of nice, I must say. I had an ice cream cone. It was birthday cake. That was the flavor of it. So I ate it normally, and although it was melting pretty fast, and you can imagine just, because it was so hot outside. Safe to say, let's see, it was only my other cousin, and my uncle who got ice cream. My other cousin, that I got so many of them, but don't worry. He had gotten cheese balls. What? Why? Why cheese balls in 100-degree heat? That's what I want to know. But I mean, they at this stand where I got my ice cream, I think you could get like a sundae and a couple of other frozen treats. But yeah, the cheese balls. Interesting life decisions. That's all I'm going to say. So yeah, then that was pretty much Saturday. Sunday, let's see, what did I do Sunday? Oh, Sunday, well, it started out the day fine. I had church, I went to church, and, we had lunch, it's fine. And then, went to my cousin's tennis match, which was fun. It was still pretty hot, but, what can you do? And then, let's see, we kind of hung out for a little bit after that, and then we went to my uncle's house for some dinner there was a couple of my extended family members coming in from out of town about an hour away from here, so that was really nice. So we all had dinner together. In fact, me and my grandma were going to drive separate because I had to come back for Game 7 of the NBA Finals. However, when I got out to my car, for some reason my car doors wouldn't unlock. And I thought, this was kind of weird. So I went in and got the backup fob, and that didn't work either. So I thought, what the heck is going on? But anyway, we did get it all figured out. It was just the car battery, so it was fine. Although the funny thing was, I guess you're supposed to drive your car for a little bit after you recharge your battery, but my uncle thought we didn't really have to do it. My other uncle, not the one whose house we were. I need to introduce you to my family, okay? I really do, because you'd understand these stories a whole heck of a lot better than you do now. Where was I? Oh, yeah, so my uncle didn't feel like I needed to go and drive around, so, they could have easily gotten me and, took me out to the car and drove around for a little bit. So, let's see, Monday that was kind of the start of the rainy days we had, so I didn't go out Monday. Tuesday morning, my grandma goes out for coffee with a couple of her friends, so usually I sleep in a little bit, probably an extra half an hour, and then I wake up and I go to McDonald's for, a biscuit and a McGriddle, and then my medium sweet tea. However, something that struck me kind of funny was that I got into my car just fine. However, it was really strange. I don't think it truly fully started. And I noticed once I had gotten it started, or it got to a point where, I could actually drive it, I heard something, I think it was my engine or something, just going like a timer, like that, and I thought, what the hell is going on? So, and I actually pulled it in reverse, and I actually backed out a little bit. In fact, I wasn't quite into the street, but I backed out enough to where my driver's side corner bumper was sticking out in the street a little bit. And while I was eating breakfast inside, I could see one of my grandma's neighbors just walk by. She was just looking at it like, oh my. So yeah, anyway, my grandma had gotten home then by about 10:30 or so. And I had told her, oh crap, we might be having some car problems again. So, but yeah, anyway, my uncle, he came and we got it all figured out. We got it charged up. We went to a battery store to just kind of check it out and see if there was any issues with the battery. It doesn't seem, just driving it around the last few days, it seems to be driving just fine. So I think really what all had happened was my car battery just died, and it died twice technically, and then we had to recharge it. That was really, I think, the only thing wrong with it. So that was good. And then that day, my uncle got us Chick-fil-A for lunch, so that was nice. And then for dinner, me and my grandma went out to this place. It's kind of like a family restaurant type thing. And literally everybody there was over the age of 60. I got like the waiters and waitresses were like my age, but everyone else in the restaurant was like over the age of 60. Maybe late 50s, maybe even early 50s, but I would say 50 plus, and that was it. So that was kind of a funny thing to witness, I guess. But yeah, there was this one lady it was a lady and another couple sitting at one table, a little bit down the row from me and my grandma, and they were preaching like the Bible to this one kid, our waiter. Like I said, he was about my age, and he was just like, and then they were kind of talking, and the guy was like, oh, I got like a twin brother, and then they were talking about all the similar facial features they got. So then once he went away, this lady started talking about, oh, well, this one guy that I dated in high school, he wants to reconnect with me, and blah, blah, blah. And then this person who took me to prom, and blah, blah, blah. It was like, boy, that lady had some interesting conversations. That's all I'm going to say. And then, of course, she was probably 85 years old. So then, and I don't think they were related at all. I think they were just friends with each other. I don't think they were, like, related. So the guy has to help her out of the booth, and she was like, to this other lady, oh, I need your husband to live, like, it was the most random thing of all time. God bless that woman, that's all I gotta say. And then Wednesday didn't do much of anything. I mean, it was just raining and raining and raining. Like, it won't stop. I think we got 3.5 inches up here. So it was just like, holy, like it just would not stop raining. And then, yeah, so that was Wednesday. And then Thursday, my grandma usually goes out on Thursday nights with some friends of hers out to eat. So, first time ever I did that. And it was fun. I enjoyed myself a lot. So, yeah, I might go out again. I'm not sure if I'll go out this upcoming week, but, I might go out in the future. Who knows? We'll see. Yeah, and then yesterday, Friday, all I really did was so I went to Freddy's for lunch. Freddy's is it's kind of like a Culver's, a little bit. Well, Culver's I don't think is a nationally recognized brand. Like Hy-Vee. It's kind of like Hy-Vee. But, yeah, so I went to Freddy's because I was home alone. My grandma was out of town for the whole day. So, yeah, I did that. And so they asked me in the drive-thru what my name was. And I said, Ronnie, like that. Well, I got up to the window, and they asked for my name, and I said, Ronnie, right? And then the lady's like, Ron? And I said, yeah, sure. I mean, my dad used to call me that. My sister still calls me that. My one uncle calls me that. Everyone else calls me Ronnie. I'm going to be known as Ronnie for the rest of my life. I'll just say that. And hopefully by just the one name, kind of like Madonna and Cher. But anyway, back to the conversation. So she gave me the receipt after I had paid for it, right? And it said Russ on the receipt. I was just like, how can you get that confused when I said an E on the end and you get Russ? In fact, here, I'll insert the picture here in a second, but not only did that happen, they wrote Russ in big letters on my bag. Take a look at that. It was just like, oh my God. But you know what? I didn't cry over spilt milk. I got over it. So, yeah. And then I went to my cousin's tennis match, which was nice. A lot cooler. I mean, don't get me wrong. It was still hot, but like, it was upper 80s, so it was doable. It was doable. So yeah, that happened. And let's see what else has been going on in my life this week. Oh, and then last night I watched the full first round of the NHL draft, which I was not expecting to do. I was thinking, you know, after dinner I was just going to go and leave because I was going to broadcast the X's game versus the Canaries. But then I was like, yeah, you know what? I don't have to do it tonight. I could just wait till Sunday to do it. Because it was either going to be tonight or Sunday. It wasn't going to be... Or it was either going to be last night or Sunday, just because tonight with, you know... Usually I want to do stuff on Saturday nights live on here, like Gigantic Saturday, but there's just really nothing going on, and the game starts at 6:35 Eastern time, so it was just like, I don't know if I want to do that tomorrow night. So Sunday afternoon at 5:05, we'll call that game. That's a lot more doable, and it won't interfere with dinner too much, so yeah. Anyway, so that was pretty much my week. It was a lot busier than I thought it was going to be. Obviously, I'm still making videos and lives every single day for you on here, but, you know, if that was just it, I'd be happy. But, you know, I like that I get to hang out with family and do fun stuff with them. So, yeah. My cousin had a tennis match earlier on this morning. I might go to her I might go to her second one of the day. She has another one here in a few hours as we're filming this, so I might go to that. And my grandma's here in town, so she might go to that too as well, and then we might all have dinner. I don't know. We'll see. That's a little too far in the future right now. So, yeah. No, the only things we only have on a schedule are the live streams I do out here. Because they all know how important it is. To me especially, because I just have a blast doing it. I mean, I wouldn't want to do anything else. I really wouldn't want to do anything else. I mean, as long as I'm like the MC of a certain thing, then yeah. I had a message from Greg. Oh, so, okay, so my cousin she was supposed to have a match this morning. I guess they haven't started it yet. I don't know. I'm going to read the full text, and we'll have an update when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Yeah, that was pretty much the end of my discussion anyway, so see you in a minute. Welcome back, everybody, to the Ronnie Show. It's now time to give away some money to one of you lucky home viewers at home. So, we're going to play 2 games here. The first one is Spin the Wheel, so we're going to have 5 spins to try and win as much cash as we possibly can. So, here we go. Wheel is spinning, lands on $10. Well, that's okay. That'll definitely increase some more, hopefully. Spin again. Let's get a bigger amount. There's a chance at $1,000 maybe. Triple our money. That'll do too. Up to $30. 3 spins left. We're going to be going for a boost on this next spin. Ooh, we're going to double that. Okay, so we're up to $60 now. 2 spins left. This will be the boost spin, so that means more money for us. Jackpot! That means the money quintuples, so it goes up to $300. 1 spin left. Let's maybe let it on again. Why not? Ooh, we get another spin at the wheel, so. Ooh, 1,000? Yeah, there we go. 1,000 more dollars. So, hey, $1,300. Did we think we were going to win that much? No, I don't think so. So, hey, but we did get $1,300. Let's add that to our total. Now we are going to play slope, and for every point we will get, we will match it by $10. So, we'll get $10 a point here. So, let's do this. Oh. Ooh. We're doing good. thought I had enough clearance over there, but that's okay. Another $90. So $1,390. We're going to determine if whether or not we're going to add a special bonus prize to that. Spin. Do, 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 do. Ooh, yes. We'll see by how much when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Could be worth anywhere from 1,000 to 10,000. Who knows? Stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody, to the show. So, as you know, we determined that the $1,395 is already ours. However, we're going to be adding a bonus prize to that. It was anywhere from $1,000 up to $10,000 in $1,000 increments. So, here it is, right here. Let's see. Ooh, $4,000 more dollars. Okay, we'll take that. Oh, one of you at home will take that. Woo! There we go. There's the confetti. Well, a short little confetti thingy here. Yeah, so total of $5,395. So congratulations, one of you home viewers are gonna win that much money. So yeah. If you want to win that much money, call 090-113-2300, 090-113-2300, or text the word WIN to 84444. We will accept 5 entries per voting method. So yeah, and each one will cost you 25 cents. We're going to take a break and wrap things up when we come back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back, everybody. Well, whoever that home viewer wins that money. Hopefully you enjoy that. Now, as you know, we're going to be on Saturday afternoons. Tonight was just kind of, I've had a weird schedule all week, so this isn't on our regularly scheduled time, but at least you get it on a Saturday night. So yeah, that's good. So yeah. It'll be magic numbers at 5:15 Eastern Time, preceded by the Ronnie Show. So, yeah, we'll be on probably at like 4:35 or 4:40 Eastern Time from now on. So, yeah, we'll be back. That was so bad. We'll be back. Welcome back, everybody. Well, what did we learn here tonight? Well, let's play the song again. See you next time.